The first round of the 2021 season is done. Great to have the footy back, and it was great to hear loud crowds again. That was a joy to watch. As for the SuperCoach side, it was an okay week. Scored 1993, sitting just outside the top 25k. Look, obviously, I would have loved to have done better. I did lose a fair few points, but for the most part, couldn't really control the premiums misfiring. But anyway, let's move to the team. Defense overall was good, but when you have 5 premiums in there, that is to be expected. A 98 from Lloyd isn't a bad score, but when you're paying top dollar for the best seagull in the business, it is a little bit disappointing. But it is his first game back, so we'll move forward from that. Laird was good, as was Daniel. Stewart was important, made some crucial plays in Geelong's attempted comeback during the second half. Short was good, quiet in the fourth quarter, but at least he tonned. Clark didn't get as many touches as we would have hoped, but an 80 is not a bad score from him. Kazitsky made some big plays late to get himself up to the 53. Highmore had a fast start, cooled down for the rest of the game, but 60's fine. Just as we expected, the midfield was led by none other than Errol Goulden with an unreal 139, one of the highest SuperCoach scores on debut. Oliver was great, had the 35 touches, I think it was. Neil, like last year against Sydney, he had a stinker. Petrarca had an up and down sort of game, very fast start, dipped away for a bit, kicked a big goal in the fourth quarter, so we kind of got the good and the bad from him. Cripps led from the front in the first half, and then had a really quiet second half, so quite disappointing. Campbell had a fast start, cooled down for the rest of the game. Powell kicked a couple goals, but just a 53. Jordan was great, made some good plays, looked like he really belonged in the side. Berry didn't really get the touches, but his pressure was immense. Sharp brought him in with Downey being named as a medical sub. Don't know how long he'll be staying in the side for, but since we're running with no loop now, he might end up being one. A 22 is not what we want to see at all from Brockman, but I don't think he'll get dropped. Had a couple of bright moments against Essendon. The Rucks have brought us back to 2019 with some underwhelming round 1 scores. Gawn had the slowest of starts, looked more like himself in the second half, which was good to see, so at least we didn't have to cop a 60 for our captain score. Grundy had a night to forget. Didn't help that the Dogs mids were just so dominant, Grundy couldn't get any hit-outs to advantage. But on the bench, Flynn, 140, unreal. That cash gen is going to be really, really good. And if you had him on field for this round, then good on ya. And the forward line, Dangerfield, usually goes well against Adelaide, so this is a bit of an underwhelming score from him. And on top of that, he got sent to the tribunal. Zeeble was good, swept up well across half-back, took some intercept marks. Obviously, the man defense is a talking point. Hopefully he can improve on that, because we don't want that to be the cause of him switching up roles again. Impey, I feel like, deserved more. Was good across 3 quarters, took a huge intercept mark in the fourth. Warner was good. Scott started well, cooled down later on. Bergman is definitely the most disappointing, because not only did he score just 31, but I missed out on an extra 73 points with James Rowe sitting on the bench. He was electric, and it hurts having the 104 on the bench. Harry Jones showed some great signs against Hawthorn, but just couldn't convert on the scoreboard. Kicked 3 behinds, I think it was. I think it's safe to assume that Danger will be out for at least the next couple weeks. So he'll be the lone trade out. for this week. The two options I've got to bring in, Dusty or Dunkley. I would like to bring in Tom Mitchell, but I'm absolutely not starting Zeeble at F1 for the next few weeks. So Dusty or Dunkley it is, and I'm not sure between the two of them. I think it's a real toss of the coin. But at the moment, I'm leaning towards Dusty. So he'll be in for now. I'll have to think about that one, but it does leave me with 76k to clean up anything else next week if need be. Yeah, I'll do that for now. Danger to Dusty. I'll have 76k in the bank. I'll think about that one. I've got a few days to think about it, Dunkley or Dusty, but we'll go Dusty for now. I can't see myself trading out Gorn or Grundy. It's only 1 week. We'll see how they go, round 2. But after what happened last season, holding trades is just so important because I feel like I'll be having to deal with injuries at some point. Like now we've already dealt with a suspension, so these trades are gold because I know I'm going to have to deal with something later this season. So ideally, I don't want to be making a correctional trade next week, but we'll see what happens. See what rookies pop up, see how Gorn and Grundy go, but hopefully I won't have to make another correctional trade, or injury trade for that matter. But that's going to do it. Hopefully the team can improve next week. Good luck to you all for this coming round, and I'll see you guys in the next video.